about this one. Did it seem a little bit more amplified because coming off that loss to Oregon State to get this one against Utah?
We've been doing a lot of really good things, and so when you lose, everybody just wants to focus on the negative. And so we are a young group, like we can't hide that, So I just want us to keep growing. I just want us to keep learning. We have enough talent, right? That's not the issue. So now it's about, how quickly can we learn techniques, tactics? Can we learn how to play as a team? All those types of things. Can we learn how to communicate? And so for us, it's just becoming better volleyball players and a better volleyball team. I always tell the team, like, we focus too much on the results. We focus on the wins and losses, and that's where you get lost. You saw it in the third and fourth set when we felt like we had it, and then all of a sudden you forget how to just do an easy part of your job, and the game goes away. So it's just that's kind of what we've been going through so far this year. I think in most part because of our youth and inexperience, but I was really proud of us for coming back again and then breaking through, and that was really big for us. I thought we played really well at Oregon State in a lot of stretches, but then we have stretches again where we break down, and then you get in a fifth set, and anything can happen. And tonight, kind of same thing. We had some beautiful stretches of high-level volleyball, and then we broke down a little bit, and this time we were able to pull through, and I think they just really need that for their confidence and to see that the process works, and that they can feel good about themselves for getting a win and doing that in front of a really nice crowd.
How nice was it just to come home, the atmosphere you got to play for? How much did you take that feel the NFL?
It's always great when you get the freshmen on campus, and this is their first shot at a sporting event, right, since they've been here because no football this weekend. It's a good one, very exciting, and we have a really fun team, that plays a really enjoyable style of volleyball, and even if they don't really know the game, I think they probably appreciated it, and I think they got a lot of school spirit in this, and the whole Oregon marching band always makes things better. Utah is a very good team, and it's the only time we play them this year. I'm thankful for that. And we're really happy to have played well enough to deserve a victory.
40 swings for the last game, is that a number?
It's great.
More closer to what you'd like to see?
Yeah, all the time. And again, there's a lot of things that go into that. You have to pass well enough to go to the ball. Kylie has to feel comfortable enough to set her. She has to work hard enough to get approaches and be available to get those opportunities. And all those things were happening tonight. And I thought, that was excellent. Yeah, she's so special. She's so special. She's such an amazing player in person and leader for us that you don't want to forget that she's out there.
Talk about the difference of Willow Hanks now that you've taken it back.
It's funny, she's a great hitter, but there's so many other areas where we really missed her. Her serve can really change the game. And she had 5 aces tonight. That's amazing with only 1 error. That's really impressive. She had 28 serves to lead us. That's big stuff. She got a lot of runs for us. And that can be the difference of sets. Winning sets is just a good server going back there and getting a team in trouble and just giving us a buffer to hold on to a win. That was big. She made some really nice digs down the stretch in the 5th set. Huge. So a lot of different areas for us. And then she made some really big swings and got some kills for us and some good touch blocks. And then just the confidence of she's done it before. She knows what to do. She doesn't get rattled in the moments. She can step up in the moments. Her and Veronica made some big kills for us down the stretch. So, yeah, it's just really important. Again, when we didn't have her in, we had 2 true freshmen. So it wasn't like you're just putting in like a junior with a little less experience. It was, you go all the way to 2 brand new people who are extremely talented and are going to have great careers. But right now, that's a really big change going from an All-American senior to 2 true freshmen. So, she definitely makes a difference for us.
I know you're talking about the process more than the results necessarily, but these are people who probably have generally had success.
Yes.
All along. How tough is that to get them to understand that?
It's tough because they had a lot of success in club or high school, but depending upon where they came from and where they played, that's false success at this level. Because a lot of ways that they scored or a lot of the things they got away with, at that level, definitely is not going to work in the Pac-12 or our schedule against anybody we play. And so you got to learn that the hard way. That you have to work that much harder. You have to focus on getting your approach. It's more important for you to really work on getting a good angle to your approach. So then it sets you up to be successful against this block, as opposed to I just go up and hit the ball, which they could do, before they came here. So there's just a lot more. It's just a lot more detailed for you to be successful. You're going to have to earn that success. Where maybe they were just physically more gifted before. Now you have to be mentally stronger, emotionally stronger. You have to understand the game more and become more volleyball players than athlete. And we have great athletes. They just need to become better volleyball players. And they're starting to. And I think because of the losses, it allowed me to get their attention, because they don't like losing. None of us like losing. And so it made them say, what do I need to do? And that's a powerful thing, So I think we're learning from our losses and the close calls. And hopefully that just continues to grow for us to set us up for the future.
You kind of need to get a tournament schedule, certainly doesn't ease up. You got what
Oh,
number
no.
of games
Yeah.
right now.
No. I mean, that's who we play, right? We always play good teams. And again, because, injuries and whatnot, I mean, it made the non-conference got even harder. If you have Willow in there, I'm not sure we dropped some of those matches, but we did. So now you have to you have to go above 500 in conference just to be eligible for the tournament. So there's things. So there's all those things that could be outside pressure. What I know is none of those things help us, right? If we think about those things, what I know is we just need to become a better passing team or a defensive team or better offensive team, and that will help us get what we want. And so just really trying to enforce that idea to a group, especially a young group, is very difficult. And so we've had some knockdown dragouts here recently. And I'm trying to impose my will, and they're strong-willed too. So that's what you got to recruit them, though. You got to recruit them.
When you look at Friday, how much does it help that you've seen Stanford and nothing like that?
Yeah, seeing him in person is good for this group. They saw him lose, they saw him win, they saw the things that they can do well. Generally, if you've never seen Catherine Plummer before, the first time you see her, you're in shock and awe, and you get really intimidated. So now they've all seen her. That's helpful, among other people on their team. But that idea. I hope that this just gives us confidence moving forward to know that if we do things the right way, good things can happen for us. And whether we play Stanford or Utah or Oregon State or whoever, that's the mindset we need to have moving forward.
Coach, how did you feel your team was able to close in that fifth set and be able to close the gap between in the third and the fourth set? It seems like you guys were.
Yeah, again, I think for us, if we just each do our jobs well, good things are going to happen. We're hard to score on. We've held teams to a pretty low hitting percentage all year. We've done a really nice job defensively. We are a good serving team. We can cause a lot of havoc with our serve. So if if we have a good server back there and you don't have a great rotation, we can run some points on you fast. And you saw that's what happened in those moments there. Is all of a sudden, Willow went back there and got some points, or Brooke or whoever was able to run some off because we had a good scheme against what they were doing. We executed it well, and then that makes it a lot harder for them. So I think for us is we have to do a better job of limiting big runs against us. And that's really what happened in set 3 and 4. We gave up a big run in each set. And so we had to fight back to do that. If we can just continually just pace our game and play each point, and then we're gonna be in a good opportunity to be successful all the time. So.
With some of the younger kids, the first time maybe in front of a crowd like this, and then you win the first two, you lose the next two. In those two that you lost, did you see maybe a little deer in the headlights or some panic or things?
100%.
How did you go about getting that turned around?
Yeah, big time, actually. Again, and that's what we've been dealing with, trying to get them to understand that their body language can have a negative effect on teammates or can send a really empowering message to the other side, if they look that way. Again, we want to get into, how is this affecting me emotionally? And I would like for us to just get our feet to the ball with an angle that's going to work to pass. Or, those things. That's how I want us to think about, as opposed to how am I feeling about this? I want it to just be matter of fact. This is how I move. This is how I am as an athlete. This is how I handle this play, and take away some of that emotion. And we definitely, I thought we really plotted point for point and did really good things the first 2 sets, first 2.5 sets. And then they got us in one rotation and we panicked. And that's kind of what we did on the East Coast. We panicked. We just had those moments where all of a sudden we forget how to play volleyball, or we don't think we can do it anymore. All those things we tell ourselves in our heads. And so we just have to do a better job of staying away from that kind of thinking and just staying within the moment, and here's what I need to do with each skill. And when we did that, Utah had a really tough time, and most teams will.